Pat Miletich here. I'm with Tim James, my nutritional coach, and between his products and his knowledge, he's been putting my body back together, getting my health to come back after a lot of years of actually being pretty sick. When I was younger, I was really strong, could fight through pretty much anything, and just by eating fairly well, what I thought was fairly well. But as I've gotten older, I really had a lot of problems. I had severe arthritis, breathing problems, digestive issues, even thought processes were clouded. So his products at chemicalfreebody.com have helped me a lot. And I've got a ton of questions for him. I'm sure a lot of you will identify with these questions, and you'll learn a lot from his answers. So I'm going to go ahead and start now. Tim, thanks for joining me at my house. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem.
First question is, I hear people all the time. First time I heard of this, a chiropractor friend of mine who was doing a cleanse. He would do it once a year and lose a bunch of weight, and literally his ass would fall off almost, right?
Yeah.
And I just wondered, what the hell are you doing? And he goes, it feels great, you clean out your body, all this other stuff. But he took it to an extreme, did it once a year, and I didn't understand it. And then as I've learned more about it, people will cleanse once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year, whatever. But your mentality is the body needs to be cleansed constantly, right? Because we're constantly, I guess, bringing in toxins.
Yeah, correct. So what I would suggest for people out there that are thinking about cleansing, the very first thing you should do to start cleansing the body is up your water intake. I know from my coaching practice that less than 5% of people are consuming enough water to be healthy. And water is a big part of your lymphatic system, which carries 3 times as much fluid as your cardiovascular system, where your blood's pumped through you.
Okay.
So the lymph, it works on movement. That's why I always tell people to exercise to move the lymph, and it also works on oxygen and water. So we need to have it hydrated because we are bombarded with chemicals today.
Right.
So that is the first thing, is just drinking water. That's going to help the body start naturally cleansing, because your body's naturally cleansing every day. It's always pushing stuff out. In fact, from 11 o'clock at night till 11 in the morning, your body's doing a natural backflush or detox, and it's pushing chemicals out of our bodies. That's why I always tell my coaching clients not to eat heavy foods until after 11 a.m. Because when you eat heavy foods, you stop the cleansing process of the natural process.
Right.
Lots of fluids in the morning, and then after 11, then we have our heavy meals.
Okay.
And if you look at the umbilical cord studies today, we're finding well over 200 man-made chemicals in the umbilical cord blood of all these young babies being born and these young mothers. And what that told me it kind of hit me like a lightning bolt. I was like, oh my God, that means the young, husband's also polluted, you're polluted, and I'm polluted. Yeah. And our ecosystem is polluted.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I believe that we need to be constantly cleansing the body out. And we have products for that to make it simple. So the 2 things that we do to help people cleanse is we have a product called Gut Cleanse Plus, and we have them take that initially over a 15-day period, and they take a whole bottle, which is a 30-day supply,
right,
but they take it in 15 days, and we help them clean out their digestive tract, right? And then after that, they just take 3 a day for maintenance. And over a long term, that's going to slowly clean out all their organ systems.
Okay.
Now our other product that's just about ready to launch, Critical Cleanse, that one is going to systemically or internally take out all the heavy metals, all the PCBs, the dioxins, all these pharmaceutical drugs, and the plastics that are literally feminizing guys, right? And giving us prostate issues and man boobs and stuff we don't want.
Right.
And for women, facial hair will start growing, and it's breast cancer and problems like this. So we constantly have to be cleaning our bodies. Now, with that said, I still believe that people should do other cleanses. You've probably heard of things like a liver cleanse, right? Or a gallbladder flush.
I don't know if I've heard of that.
Or a kidney cleanse,
right?
A parasite cleanse.
Never heard of it.
Candida cleanse. It's Candida albicans. It's a yeast overgrowth.
Okay.
So all these cleanses, as we just haven't made it that far yet, but as I'm coaching you, once we get the foundation in place, we will eventually go through and we will systematically do cleansing throughout your body.
Wow.
So a lot of people out there are taught to, you can do these massive once-a-year cleanses, or you can do quarterly cleansing, which is good. Also, colon hydrotherapy sessions are great for helping to cleanse, but a lot of people won't do them.
Right.
They just won't do them. Or that's called a colonic. It's where you sit on a tube rectally for about an hour and it cleans you out, and a lot of people just won't do it. Those are important. Other people do enemas. That's another way to cleanse out the body. So I believe that it's imperative today to constantly be cleansing because we're always breathing in these toxins. We're always eating the toxins. We're always drinking the toxins in the water. That's why I have a triple purification system in my house.
Wow.
You know, to get all this stuff out. And it's unfortunate we have to live this way, but that's what has happened with all the chemical pollution from all these corporations and stuff that's allowed. So, so for those of you out there that are thinking about doing a gallbladder flush or a kidney cleanse, the first thing you need to do is clean out your gut first. You have to have the pathway of elimination cleaned out, because if you don't, and you start doing like a gallbladder flush, and you get rid of some nasty toxic stuff, and it can't get out, it can make you really sick. It can make you very, very, very sick. So you definitely want to get the digestive tract cleaned out first before you think of doing any other cleanse or detox. And then after that, you can do a 3-day water fast, you can do a 3-day juice fast, a 1-day fast, intermittent fasting, you probably heard of that. That's also a very good thing to do. 1 day a week, don't eat any heavy foods, just have liquids. And green juices are great, caffeine-free teas are great on that day. And that gives your body a chance to rest, gives your digestive tract a chance to rest and to clean itself out, which is pretty typical on how humans were for almost the entirety of time we walked this planet. I mean, today it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're always just pounding the food down us, and we've never really given our digestive tract a chance to rest and clean itself, just naturally. Now, when we were nomadic, we'd walk for 2 or 3 or 4 days with no food.
Right.
And we'd naturally clean. Then we'd find one food source, we'd eat that monolithically, and then we'd go on and walk for a day or two and not eat. So our body was always cleansing and cleaning, and then we would eat, then we'd cleanse and clean. We just don't do that because we're everybody's eating 3 meals a day, and it's simply because we're starving on a molecular level. So I guess to sum it up, cleansing is good. To start, just drinking water for most of you would be a good start. Get something like the Gut Cleanse Plus. Get your gut cleaned out first, and then you can start looking at some of these other cleanses, kidney flushes, liver cleanses, and just go from there. Maybe a 3-day juice fast, or go 5 days, whatever. Again, get that foundation in place. Get the water in you first and clean out your gut, and then you can just cleanse as much as you want after that. And I suggest lots of liver cleansing too. You might have to do 4, 5, 6, 7 liver cleanses to get your liver cleaned out. That's how polluted we are today.
Wow, that's a pretty thorough answer, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big topic.